Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the Tuesday Yes I Help call with Buks and myself. We're not going to do a presentation. What we will show you is what I discussed in many of the calls and Buks as well. You can't expect movement if you're in a team and you load your 9 extra profiles and you don't work on them. One of those profiles must go in a team. Buks discussed to me how we can get some movement, because I've got a page on the file. Let me share it quickly. I've got a page on the file that says threes. So what I systematically did was to load all the Pegasus profiles, all the Kana Foundation, all the profiles that I sponsored in, all the lavender, all the sunflower profiles comes in here. I do have Anneke helping me currently, so we went down to 300 some odd today, 363. So what I do on this one is that I use that link, the first one, register a new profile and park it at the bottom. So I'm not doing that yet because I must still load all the profiles that's not on here yet. They're going to be about 1,000. I mean, I'm finished with all the Pegasus and then I'm going to start on this. But now we devised a way that we can get some of your boards to move a bit. Remember, we're very, very wide. My downline is now over 11,000. So we are sitting on a lot of boards. You can divide 11,000 by 11.4. I'm going to do it quickly on this file. Plus 11,000 divided 11.4. That gives you 964 boards, bare minimum, that we're sitting on. Bare minimum. Don't ask me where I get the 11 from that I divide with. Okay, so what we're going to do, I'm going to let Buks explain to you, but basically, we're going to take people that's already got a profile, select your strongest profile. If you don't know how to determine that, ask us. We will help you. So Buks will explain this left part. There's a purple line. I'm just going to make it a little bit narrow. And on the right-hand side, we're going to discuss how that you can assist new people that do not have $40. They need $8 to also come on board with your old link. Right, Buks? There you go. Left side first.
Okay, stop share, Stefan. I can use my.
Oh, God, yes, I must stop share. Sorry, I must make you host as well. Right, you're host now.
Right. All right, people. When I saw what Stefan was doing, who's there? Just give me, you can see my phone. Eh? But I saw what Stefan was doing on his threes. I said, Stefan, but here's a lot of our, for each of these ones on this list, on our existing old profiles, there is movement, and I think Tanya can vouch for it today. I can vouch for it. There is still movement on your old files, but on some of the groups, there's not really moving happening. So the problem also comes that we've got profiles that is moving, and it's moving good, but because they're in a good line, but they don't have friends. They're not in depth. So what I did, if you go and look for example, on our first line, my first profile was Buks 007. So 001 doesn't have any friends link. So the idea is then to link 001 to friends. And this is where we started with the threes. So if you go and look at 002, for example, I'm going to show you now how to look quickly. If you go to most of you got 10 or 20 profiles or so, and those 20 profiles, you go and check it quickly at all your movements. on the profiles that does not have friends. So if you go to the bottom and you see no friends, you go and click on movement, and you will actually quickly see which ones of those ones is ones that's moving, but it will move, but it will not move as fast because it's not building wide and deep. It's got no friends on. So we're going to link them at least to 2 friends. So yes, and this is where the idea comes. This is your existing, as I'm saying in the rules, be just as well deleted from this group, because I'm not going to take nonsense of people that just adding their names all over the show, and then they don't build because they're waiting for money to come. Other people is following what we're saying, and they are surviving. That is why those boards is moving. When we said, get yourself an extra $4 board up to a minimum of 3, people did it, and those boards is moving. Other people's boards is not moving. All right. So if you got a one that is not moving, you're going to put it in here. The idea is the list is for existing profiles. So on the left-hand side, we're going to have existing profiles. And then people, there is people that phone me that does not have even $12. There's people that is really badly. We're going to help them. But when you put a person up on the right-hand side, you're not going to ask me and Stefan to help these people. You're going to use your own link. You see there, you're going to use your existing link. And by the way, on the left-hand side as well, you see I've marked choice. If you want to put another link onto your own profile, it's your choice. Otherwise, you'll use the other 2 people's links on this list. So you come and put your list name in here, and you may not, okay. This is for the new people that can afford $8, is on the right-hand side. And then, as I said, you may not submit your name more than 3 times if it's not funded. So you can put Buks 1 there, Buks 2 there, and Buks 3, but you may not put it more there until you funded those, and then we can put it again in the list. We're trying, as Stefan explained to me, and he will do it now again. People, even on the 1-2s on your existing profiles, it's just that extra tip you need sometimes to move over to star 2 or star 3. All right. It's just, and this is what we're doing now. Just that extra tip to get you over, and also to make just this first file, just to create some extra movement on it as well. Because we still got some people that is building on their own time and their own pace, and then I think they're going to get lots of money. But then we're going to have people that is willing to put that extra $2 in, or $8 in, and get these existing ones that is in a good format. You just help those extra profiles of yours. All right. Does it make sense? Can we have chats? Can we ask some people? As I said, let's go quickly just through the points. The idea is to expand your existing profiles with no friends on here. Then point number 2, new people that can only afford $8. You put on the right-hand side here, and you help those people to come in. Then most new people is linked to your existing profile. So you're helping them already. You're pulling them just with it. Okay. As I said, if you want to take a hint, go and just go through all your profiles, prioritize them. The one that has moved or brought in so far the most funds for you, but it doesn't have friends. Put those ones in, and as I said, go and check on the movement here for your profiles. You just go to control panel and you click on movement, then you can see the movement of that fund. It's easy to check. All right, and then the last point, new people. Remember, they're not going to make millions. Not like we do. I said to somebody else the other day, this is my $1 million. I'm gonna make my R1 million here. Before you know it. But at least this is a start for those people. And once they're getting into it and they're getting the grip, then they can come and join us again on the existing file. All right. I'm not 100% sure how far Stefan wants to go with the fast forward. We've only put in 120. That is for Stefan to decide what we're going to do. But this is what I've got at the moment. Is there any questions? I see there's some in the chat. Let me just check. Do we create a new list as we don't have access to the list? What do you mean you don't have access to the list?
Can I talk?
Marie?
We have access, but we don't type on your list because previously it was messed up. So it's just a question.
It's still the same story. We've already
You
added
submit-
2 extra people.
You submit in a group, or you submit to Buks or myself, and we will put it on.
Okay,
Yeah,
thank you.
That's all. All right.
And the
Thanks.
current admins, like, if you mess up this page, I take you off. I take your edit rights away.
No, Stefan, we must help him.
I've got Anneke. Anneke can work
This
20
is your
hours at a
work.
time. She pulled 20-hour shifts in the last 2 days. She can work. She can type. I don't
Yeah.
need admins that mess up my files.
All right.
Buks worked very hard to build this file. We don't want to mess it up. You will not get edit rights. I know who's the 3 people that broke the file right at the beginning. I know who it is. They were the first ones whose edit rights I took away. And you also know who you are, because I spoke to all 3 of them.
Okay, people, can I get some feedback? What is the feeling regarding this? Speak or forever hold your truth. Don't ask me questions afterwards. I'm gonna. At least now, as you've seen in the groups, I'm gonna start gym 6 in the morning. So I'll only be by 9 o'clock, maybe movable.
Hi, Buks.
Yes.
Do we take team by team, starting by one, or where the first one is, and then work through all of them?
Yes, Chris. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go first. If you look here, my first 10, 1 to Buks, 1 to 10. And I'm gonna take the rule and I'm gonna see which one is the most for me, that brings on the most income. And those ones does not have friends, so I'm gonna start using them.
Okay, Buks.
Chris, it's just simple. Your first one should be the ones that should bring in you the most funds so far. Okay.
Okay, understand.
At least people, if it's not there, you can see at least on just on the where it is lying in the top or where it's lying in the structure. Then you can start helping those profiles of yours. And then, of course, as we said in the past, what we do, or what I'm doing, I can't tell you guys what you must do. If I go and check on this profile of mine, check here. I'll go and check. And how many, you see what I did here? This is another quick thing, guys. You know, from last Thursday, this is back. Position number 2 and 6. So I just bought this morning. I had a $4. I opened this position for me, and whoops, I got my $4 back. Does it make sense? Do you understand what I'm doing, what I'm saying? If there's no one, speak, please.
Yes, I understand.
Yes.
Okay. But the else people, number 2 and 6. I was playing with $5 today on, yeah, I don't know, people's, we just had extra $4 and I just went through these profiles And as luckies, they are either number 1 or 6. And we added quickly some extra boards again. I don't know for how long this is going to be. So abuse the system while you can. All right.
Yep.
Next question.
Any other questions? To summarize,
Right.
you're gonna select the profile that you want to put on. If you want to come on board, you must have $8 ready. If you've got new people that you want to introduce to Yes I Help, who doesn't have $40 or $20 for the fast forward teams, they must have $8, and then you can use your link on the right hand side of the line, and then they use your link, both of them. We add their link on the group of 3, and you use their link. So the right hand side is going to be much stronger than the left, because on the left is only old profiles. So we are going to make that lineage stronger, but the right hand side is going to be much stronger because all of them is going to sit on the same board, and on the left side you're sitting on 3 boards. It doesn't matter. So that is the basics on that. Concerning position 1 and position 6, people, don't be stupid. When you're sitting on the bottom line in donor, do not take an additional position. Let the board split so that you stagger them. Buks explained on Friday, you stagger them. You go from 1. If you're sitting in 1, in receiver, in top, and in constructor, then you take a position. I'm going to show you quickly one where I line them up to test. And the board, I must now manually work on the board. Okay, Buks, make me host again.
Sorry. Now it is.
Okay. Oh, I spoke too much today. This is the strongest sponsor profile I've got. Okay, firstly, we've got 10 minutes left. Oh, Jonas, what did I do now? No, mustn't do that. Okay, firstly, this profile is on level 8 of my lineage. We are currently building, I'm going to level 117 tonight. So what we did on the fast forwards on level 73 to 117 already filtered through to my level 8. People, did you hear that? It's 109 levels that it affected so far. 109 levels on the fast forward. Okay, there is a little bit of help on the old teams because I've been filling Pegasus in the last few days there as well. I still got about 450 to go. So that pushed through to Dream Sponsor 4. Now, Dream Sponsor 4 landed because of the push of the fast forward on star 1. And then it cycled out. It doesn't get a re-entry there. Oh, what did I do now? I must click there. Okay, then it went to star 2. It cycled out. It didn't get a re-entry on star 1. It went to matrix 2.0 star 1. So there it's sitting. It landed there. So that is an upgrade from star 2 on matrix 1.0. And then you go to star 3. There it's sitting with my first profile. Right there, I received money from Dream Sponsor. The new captain 1 is now on the way to the star 4. So I'm going to go back to the $4 boards. There's 10 positions here. Okay, I don't want to open that one first. This one is sitting in the top position. It's not going to get people because I've got a position on receiver. These ones are going to lie till they split. So you go to the first board, and there they lined up. Now I tested here to see what's going to happen. Nothing's happening. So I'm going to manually start loading this board because I want Dream Sponsor 4 to go to star 1. And I want to split the board so I can have this position and that position, the two top positions, also on star 1. And then I've got 3 more after that. So in the next few days, I'm going to load Pegasus here, and I'm going to load them from Dream Sponsor 4. And then I'll fill this board. So, and then after that, slowly but surely, I'll work on my 3 files for Pegasus. Now, the important thing that you must remember on the fast forward, we chain. I'm not going to go into detail how we chain. Cohen 11 is on my level, 73. And then we go here to the bottom. Buks, I'll need 1 more here. I need a place for 36. So to assist the flow, the secret here is, we've got 5 minutes. The secret here is that 11 is chained, and then we chain Buks to that one. And all the first profiles use Cohen 11. So the 90 other profiles in this team sitting on the same 12 boards. They're all combined. So we found now when we went down to level 7 that they're hitting level 3 boards or team 3's boards. We found today that 9 is landing on 5 and 6. That's how I devised this thing. And it's not my own plan. I was sitting on a rock and I got this stupid idea in my head. It caused me too much work. So to create a little bit more speed, we're already going at a hell of a speed. We move at least bare minimum 12 through per day to star 1. So this is the next one we're going to work on. But in the meantime, I've put Cohen 34 here. Forget about that link. That's a link that I'm going to use. So after Cohen 34, I've got 35 loaded. So 35 is loaded. Buks, you must make space for me for 36 is going in the next team. So from 36, I loaded somebody with an extremely strong team who is on high entry-level platforms. But about half his team lost money on a lot of platforms last year, which I wasn't even on. They need a $4 board. So he's going to build directly under him after 35. Then I loaded one of his friends. I loaded somebody from Nigeria, also with a team who doesn't have lots of money. They're going to come under her with $4 at a time. So that's going to keep on pushing this whole 12 teams. Then we're loading another strong team leader, also whose people lost money on platforms that we were not in. And they're going to come on board with $4. Then I'm going to load 2 people from Europe who's got not that strong teams, but we want to help them. And then after that, I'm going to load Cohen 36. So Buks Cohen 36 is going to come here. Just make a new group for me once I get to register that one. Cohen 036 comes there. So between Cohen 34 and 36, I'm going to load or chain 7 profiles total. No, it's 8, sorry. 8 profiles. And then 3 of those people is going to build strongly. And that will push team 11, team 10, which we just started working on. Chris is myself and Johan Botha is here. Yeah, this is going to push level 9. It's going to push team 8. It's going to push team 7. And it will even, team 7 will push 6. That's how this whole system works. In the meantime, take your money that you make here and go work on the old boards or join the 3s. If you're not clear, we will repeat on Friday morning how the 3s work, and we will repeat it again on Friday evening. Okay, Buks, we're going to run out of time. Is there any questions, people? I know I go fast, but there's always Telegram when you can ask questions, and I will get to the questions if somebody else don't answer it before me. Okay.
Right. People, and then also, we need to sort out the Zoom thing. I will think about it. Maybe we can just have a, just because our Zooms is very important. I haven't spoken to Stefan, but we need to make a plan. If somebody is using Zoom, not as often, but it's got a paid Zoom, it will help. Otherwise, we're gonna club together and get a Zoom link. All right. I think Stefan, there's
I
lots of groups that
personally
we're doing.
like the half-hour Zooms. I like the half-hour Zooms.
Okay,
It's
but my
short, it's
Friday
sweet. I get a chance to scream, and then I can carry on with my work.
I don't know,
People,
for some
Annika thought
reason
it's
my
going to be
Zoom is
fun and
still
games
on.
to work for me. She arrived here yesterday morning at 8:30. She worked till 10 o'clock. She slept on my couch. 5 o'clock this morning, she was up and we started working. She worked till 3:30. That's how she's going to work. She's going to come on Thursday again. She's going to work through as late as she can, sleep a bit, and then carry on. See, now, there's one person that can see me in action. How extremely time-consuming the things is that we do. That's why I don't answer messages. Don't send me a hi or how are you or hope your health is well. I am still alive. I answer messages in the groups. So I'm still breathing. I'm not dead yet. I want to go home, but it's not time yet. My creator said you will stay here and suffer. So I will suffer. Right. Unmute. Any questions
people.
in the Telegram group? Please welcome the new members that I'm going to add. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of them. And the other new people that's going to join. I did go through my old messages of October. I added, or I sent information to 10 of them. There's still 800 of those messages left. They're going to soon join our teams or our groups. Say welcome to them and be nice. Don't be nasty. You can unmute,
People
say
just
bye,
also-
see you. Remember the 8 o'clock call? There's some important announcement at 8 o'clock from Charleston or from the CEO.
Yes, and then on the sheets, I will put the links for the Telegram and WhatsApp groups there. On all three, the fast for the old one and the yes. All right. Say cheers. Go for it.
Hi, everybody.